Hey guys, how are we doing? It is Martin Cliffe here, and in this week's video I thought I'd have a quick run through, as promised last week, of my current stripped down live pedal board. This is one of only two pedal boards I currently have set up. As you'll know if you've been watching my lifestyle channel, I am going through a minimizing process as part of baby steps towards minimalism, which is the name of the channel. And as part of that, I'm trying to reduce the number of pedals and the number of boards and that kind of thing I have, as well as the number of guitars and clothes and all the other stuff that's kind of getting in the way and clouding life. But pedals are always something that has been a bit of a challenge. I still don't know how many I have. It's probably close to 80 at this stage. And I realise I don't use that many of them. So this board was a board that I put together for a little live event I played at a dance a week or two ago, and it worked really well for me, so it's kind of unchanged. I've got a camera pointed at it. You can probably just see it in shot. It's very precariously dangling over the desk, but essentially to run through the board, I'm playing my Les Paul in drop D at the moment. The signal goes in first of all to the line 6 wireless, which if you can read it says blue on at the moment. It's set up for my 3 Suhrs. I have quite a few wireless transmitter packs, but at the moment I only have the 3 programmed in. So that's effectively acting as a pass-through, a bit of a buffer maybe. And the tuner output feeds the Sonic Research tuner, which means that I can tune even when sound is still coming through, but I can also hold down that and mute the signal so that only the signal only goes through to the tuner if I want to. So the main output then, output A of the wireless transmitter, feeds into my trusty Sweet Sound Mofo Vibe. I've had one ever since NAMM 2011 when I played Ron Manelli's one at the NAMM show on the RJM booth. I love the Vibe pedal, so that comes next in the chain. And then we feed the Sir Rufus fuzz. So it's a great sounding fuzz. I'm really a big fan of that one. And then we feed what over the years has become a fairly typical lineup of pedals for me, although I haven't used it for a recent time so much, but the Sheba Drive Koji Comp. So the first Sheba Drive is basically a level boost with just a little bit of grit. And then the second one has more drive. And both together. And the Koji Comp I've started using more just for clean stuff, although it will still obviously do the whole tray thing. So it just helps to get the clean sounds to pop. And give it all a bit more sustain. The signal then goes up to the Riot distortion pedal. So that's a good old-fashioned rock and roll distortion. And then it goes under the board to a Suhr buffer, which is a buffered split, essentially. So the isolated signal feeds the Blackstar Artisan 10 AE Anniversary Edition, which is my dry amp, and the other one then feeds into the Jackrabbit trim. So it's designed to be quite subtle when I've got it in the wet-dry configuration. If I turn the depth right up, you will certainly hear more of it, but it's still not a ridiculously pronounced effect like if it was only going to one chain. And then of course you're hearing the one plus faux tape echo again just on the left side, which I tend to have on quite a lot, but without it it's very dry. There's reverb, a little bit of reverb on both amps, which is the one reason that Flint hasn't made this board, is because the Blackstar amps have reverb built in, whereas the Ignators don't. I will have a second board put together. It's almost there. I'm actually using it for a show in February. The other board, which does have the Flint on, so I can use it with amps without reverb. So it's all kind of cool stuff, pretty versatile. But obviously pedals with a Les Paul is a strange one. People think, oh, okay, you've got a Les Paul, you don't need pedals. I'm not sure that's necessarily true, but there's certainly something special about the Les Paul's relationship. Just plug straight into an amp. So let's plug in a Suhr. So here we have Old Red. Again, it's the one that's essentially stock except the bridge pickup. And I think for me, the core of building a sound is getting a good amp tone first. I could literally play just plugged into the amp, and I'd be happy some of the time. But one of my favourite tones is just to use the blue Sheba drive, just to give it a bit of push, and turn down the Jackrabbit a little bit. Again, just to get a bit of movement on the wet side. just with a few simple pedal tunes, I can get some really cool sounds, and that is really inspiring to me. I don't need crazy shimmer reverbs. I don't need choruses and flanges and all that kind of stuff to inspire me as a player. I just want it to sound good and give me a little bit of flexibility. And if I need to go heavy, I can hit the riot. And if I need to go clean, I can turn on the Koji comp. And if I want to do interesting things, I've got the vibe available to me and I've got the fuzz available to me. It's again just another big tone, and it's all about, you know, creating tones that inspire me as a player, because that's what it's all about. So I hope that's been an interesting little look at this board. I hope I can edit together in a way that makes sense and keeps you all happy. Please like, comment, subscribe. Check out my lifestyle channel. Lots of interesting footage going up there every week as well. Until next time, guys, take care, and I'll speak to you soon.